Hello, everybody. That's a bit better. How are we all doing today? I'm a little bit late. I'm sorry. I was making tea and I've had a bit of a happy day. So yeah, I'm completely and utterly disorganized right now. It's really, really terrible. But then what are you going to do about it? Absolutely nothing except push on and do some work. I guess I've sort of been procrastinating like the entire day doing this work. What do I need? I need you. So, yeah, hello, hi, how are we? Let's see who's here. Barry is here. Hello. Devin is here. Rainy is here. Writing Violet. Senga, the dawdling writer. Nia is here. Hello. Day is here. Yeah, I sort of remembered to put my camera on, like, on live on screen. I forgot you needed to also add the audio. That's my brain right now, unfortunately, which is very, very terrible. But what are you going to do about it? How has everybody's day been? I hope it has been fun. I hope it has been happy. I hope it has been productive. If it hasn't been productive, it can be productive now. Um, I do want to try and get some work done today. Where are my videos gone? I don't know. Um, yeah, I do want to try and get some videos done. Oh, I'm just not with it right now. Writing done today. I have been procrastinating on it all day. Yeah, it's been a very, very stressful day today. I don't know why it just hit me all of a sudden that there is stress and it's consuming, but we're here to to do some work, so that's what we're going to do. Oh, thank you. Yes, I felt this was very much needed today. So lazy, can't move. My one Pusheen jumper that I have, even though Pusheen is like my favourite thing ever. Dawdling writer, I need about 500 words to hit my day's goal. That is fantastic. Barry is finishing up some internship work during the first hour and then making TikToks during the second. That sounds fantastic. I have a little bit earlier than this. I made a TikTok as well. Need to edit it together. I might do that during the first 8-minute sprint just to get it done. And that will have up to 3 for me done and dusted. They just got home from work, yes, and are going to work out. Hopefully we'll be joining you to write in the latest sprints. Absolutely. I don't know how you can work all day and oh my god, and then do a workout after you get home. Like, I would be dead. But then you don't really want to be waking up any earlier than you're already due to do it then. So I suppose it's the lesser of two evils. Zenga 500 words as well for their daily goal. That is fantastic. I don't have a goal apart from write something. That is the only goal that I have. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm going to be working on Abingdon House today. I'm sort of stuck-ish a little bit on the chapter 9 rewrites, I think it is at the moment, and then I'm sort of adding to chapters and then cutting chapters in half and then making the half of the first chapter into a brand new chapter and then shoving 2 very, very small chapters together to make a longer chapter. So it's a lot of cutting and pasting and puzzling together. My brain does not want to work with chapter 9, which is sort of a new part in the rewrite. So I'm just going to move on to chapter 10 now, which has words for me to rewrite from. So it's less work and less thinking that I need to do. So that's hopefully that'll get me actually writing something. Benny's brainstorming stuff, which is going to happen after the midpoint in my story. I've been a little bit stumped, but some friends helped me get some ideas on what to do. That is fantastic. There is nothing better than chatting to some friends to try and figure out what it is that you need to do. And most of the time, you don't even need their input. Just talking out loud, even to yourself, I have found, I should say, is very, very helpful when trying to figure stuff out. That's why I talk in my car to myself about my story. I figure tons of stuff out. Nia is making a matching timer for her live stream to match the Twitch stream timer. See, I'm so happy that you're finally going to be hosting your own streams, Nia. That makes me so excited. They're all at like 3 o'clock in the morning at my time. So I was like, oh my God, Nia's going to be doing some streaming at 3 o'clock in the morning. Which was a little bit disappointing, but it's not like I can't watch the replays of it at a later date. So yeah. Unless I want to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do some writing. But day, less of two evils, absolutely. Writing Violet is just reading tonight. Need to make progress on my library book. Have a bit of headache. Oh no, that sucks. Reading is definitely more helpful than staring at a screen and doing some writing. So hopefully, which book is it you are reading? I must ask. Oh, I ordered this yesterday, and I'm super excited because this is the first time in my life since the Percy Jackson and the Heroes of Olympus books came out, in whatever years they came out, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, that I have actually gotten a book on its release date. Yes, it is. I don't know the name of it. All the Tides of Fate, which is the sequel to All the Stars of Teeth, which I read in December, and I was like, it's good enough for me to want to buy the sequel. I bought it yesterday. It was released today. I was told by Amazon it would be delivered by the 8th, and it came today on its release day. I've not been in the mood to read it. I will need to make a prep bingo video on it, which I'm not quite bothered to do. But I have it early. Can't remember any of the characters' names. And I read this book a month ago. So that is a bit terrible, but I have a book. So I'm going to have to find time to read that after I've read my middle grade. I still haven't read in January. But yes, Writing Violet, yes, lots of water. I like to listen to fluffy microphones with no talking for ASMR. They do some really good videos. It sounds like waves or winds, which help me when I have a headache. So yeah, definitely lots of water, because most of the time, that wasn't me swearing at you guys, by the way, I'm so sorry. Water, cold glass of water is usually very helpful with headaches, yes. Hayley, just put on 2 more layers, so cold. Is one of them your Star Labs jumper? I feel like I always need to bring that up and ask. Yeah, I get it. It's already late here. Sadly, can't watch all the live streams I'd like. Yeah, it's really, I wouldn't say it's depressing, but it's like when you're up and about in the morning and you want to write with somebody, like there's no live streams going on because all of the live streamers are from America. So it's like 3 o'clock in the morning for them. But then the bulk of the time that they do their live streams are in the evening for them, which is like after midnight my time. Sometimes we get it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Obviously you do you. Like I want to say I'll try and catch one. I've got a video planned in my head, which I may or may not do. I don't know. Which is, I think someone said there's really good for productivity. Wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, write for an hour, and then go back to bed. And it's been on my list of videos to film as an experiment. So if I end up doing it, I'll make sure that the 3 o'clock in the morning I wake up is during one of your streams. So I'm at least not writing by myself, although that might defeat the purpose of the productivity, really. I'm excited to read the sequel too. Yes, so am I, if I could remember the names of the characters, which is such a bad thing that I can't. Rainy, been reading Northern Lights by Philip Pullman, and I'm so happy I've managed to find a series which I actually enjoy. I've been watching the show. I have been watching the show, which I haven't watched season 2. I haven't been in the mood to, but it's on my list to watch. So the BBC did season 1. They're currently doing season 2. I absolutely love the Northern Lights series. I read it years ago. Like one of my first main big series I actually read was the Northern Lights series. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. The microphone striking, yes, Absolutely. I don't watch it, but I listen to it. Not wearing my style outfit would probably be a good idea. Fighting Violet, reading Ramona Blue by Julie Murphy. I'm doing the buzzword reading challenge. This word's not this colour. Oh, that sounds interesting. I like that. Rainy today. It was so cold that inside that the butter, which we don't keep in the fridge, was hard as a bone. I fired up the fireplace. Oh, that is very cold. I'll make sure you write good. Thank you. Everyone can make sure that I write now as well, actually. Haley's going to read Robber Girl by S.T. Gibson. Northern Lights is the first book riddled with Norwegian words and phrases and sayings, and I feel really validated as a Norwegian reading it. That's fantastic. Like, I probably gobbledygooked over most of those words in my head, to be completely honest with you. I was like 13 years old. Soon. Right, I think we should get started with our first sprint. As always, we are going to be doing climb the ladder writing sprints. I've still got all my children are still awake, which is really, really super depressing. And I can hear them now, so that means they're being too loud. Climb the ladder writing sprints. So 8 times table. Each sprint is going to be twice as long as the previous one. So we're going to do 8-minute, 16-minute. Oh my god, I've completely forgot what that was. 24-minute and a 32-minute sprint. So we've got the short sprints for the people who like short sprints, and the long sprints for the people who like the long sprints. And yeah, we're gonna get to it. Let me bring up my timer. My beautifully made timers that I made with, what did I make it with? I made it with something really awkward, and I'm not gonna lie. No, okay, so I made this by screen recording my phone or my iPad on a countdown to get the timer. And then I had to, in iMovie, make the picture, which is the background, 8 minutes long, and then stick the timer on top and then save it as a movie. Like, that is how I had to create these timers, because I had no other way to create the timers. The husband is not home tonight, so I do not have to mute myself. I'm going to speak to the children, though. You guys don't want to hear that. It's so terrible. Oh, kick them. They're why I've been stressed. They're part of the reason I've been stressed. I can't keep handling all 4 kids at home during a lockdown in a 2-bedroom flat. It's just not working for me anymore. Abby Kays is here. Hi, how are you doing? Thank you so much for joining us. We're excited to write as well. It should be, yes, it is the European version of the Golden Compass. We're just heading into our first sprint, so if everybody is ready to go, and we are going to start. If I can find the correct tab on top that links to this, and we'll begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's be productive. Okay, that is the end of the first sprint. How did everybody do? What did everybody get done? I got about 276 words of chapter 10. I have to keep going back to my notes. So because I'm rewriting, this is going from draft 1 to draft 2. So I've got my old draft on the right hand side of the screen in Scrivener, and because I've done all of my revision notes on the computer this time instead of my usual printing off a manuscript and doing it physically on paper, I've got all of these highlights on the original manuscript with comments that I've made that I need to change, but I can't see them constantly. I don't know how to stick them there. So I'll keep having to write brand new on the left hand side and then pause and then hover over the highlight of the thing that I need to change, which is a bit annoying that I can't just look and see the change I need to do. I need to stop writing and physically go and see what it is, but that's how I'm doing it at the moment. It seems to be working, so it's not a massive issue. I suddenly have no desire to do my internship work but read instead. Just read instead, it's fine. It's fine. No. Laura, hello, how are you today? Just found out the shot for the film I've been working on is now not going to be in the movie anymore. That sucks. That's absolutely horrible. Oh, all that hard work. I hate when that happens. I know movies can't use every single shot, but still. Abby, internship work this sprint and read the next. Yeah, internship work during the shortest sprint. That is a very good idea, Abby. Absolutely love it. Nia, video is taking forever to load, so I'm switching to work on the fantasy novel. Yay! What bad influences? Yep. I am the type of person who is always there to go, you do the thing you want to do and not the thing that you need to do. Just because you want to do the thing that you want to do. you can't take me shopping with you, because I will goad you into buying everything that you see, even if you can't afford it or shouldn't get it. I am that person. Better Days Zellers, hello, how are you today? Daya, hello, 172 words. Haley, my workday technically ended at 4, but I had to do an artist interview, so decided to do some more work. An artist interview? That's so interesting. What was the artist interview for? Zenga, 192 words. Rainy, working on a section of the book where my MC is trying to escape the cruel rule of the captain of this airship he's working on. Oh. Okay, you got me an airship. I have to admit, I do like a good airship. Oh my god, to go shopping again? Yes. See, this is the issue, right? I have a pair of trainers. It's the only pair of shoes that I wear. They have a hole in them, and it doesn't help that everywhere is wet at the moment. But the shop that I go to buy my trainers from, Primark, which is cheap, which I can afford, is currently closed. And at the moment, everywhere in England is closed, unless it's essential, until at least the 8th of March. I don't know why clothing shops aren't essential. So the only places I have to buy my shoes now are where they are more expensive, or where the only cheap pairs of trainers are the ones with the really horrible material at the top that's like netting, which is crappy for winter. So I'm sort of trying to make do with this hole in my shoe at the moment. I'm going to have to cave and buy some semblance of shoe eventually, I guess. But yeah, yes, do it. Interviewed a graphic design artist for a blog post I'm going to be writing. Oh, that is so interesting. You'll have to let me know when that blog post is up, because that is definitely something I'd want to read. Not shoes. Would dare not buy shoes online. I'm weird. My feet are weird. They go from being a size 7 to a size 8, depending on the type of shoe that I buy. And every different store that I go to happens to fit me differently for the different sizes, so I have to physically try the shoes on. And I'm not bothered with ordering shoes and having to send them back if they're the wrong size. So it's physically I have to try them on my feet. I just, yeah, it's really weird. I despise when water gets into your shoes, and so it's just, yeah, absolutely, it's the worst thing in the world. I love Primark. Maybe I should add it in my Sword Lesbians, but how London from American POV do I want to go? Check on YouTube, seriously, for Americans try Primark or something like that, because so many people will do like the vlogs of them visiting for the very first time and just inspire and take from that. Oh my god, this is so cheap. How is it so cheap? It's because it doesn't last that long, but it's cheap. So I'd rather buy a £2.50 t-shirt than a £10 t-shirt, to be fair. Writing Violet, never trust shoe sizes either. Nope. Shoe sizes and trousers always have to try on. I don't mind so much with jumpers. If they're a little bit too short in the arm, fine. I always buy bigger sizes anyway because I like the length. I like my sleeves to do that. T-shirts, again, it's the same. If they're a tiny little bit too short than I prefer, I don't quite care. But trousers and shoes, they are definite must have to try on before I buy them. There's also a Primark in Boston, which may or may not be one of the deciding factors of why I want to move. Go for it. Like, Primark is cheap, and people say the quality is not that good, but I find the quality. This is a Primark jumper, and I've had this like 2 years now, and I spilled my tea on it. Oh my god, I've actually literally spilled my tea on this jumper. How did I not notice? Oh my god, this has been my day. Like, constantly, this has been my day. And then you can feel and hear the squidge as you walk. Yeah, when I worked at McDonald's, when we had to do the whole, when you had to like order outside and take the orders outside on the little handheld, especially in the cold weather, people would put gloves, like the gloves that we use in the kitchen, the plastic gloves, over their socks in their shoes to stop the water seeping through. I might have to do that myself from going out in my shoes, like with some like sandwich bags or something. Wet socks that they do. I still wear my sweaters I got from Primark. Yeah, people say they're not good quality. Like, the shoes don't last as long as like decent shoes would, but I find everything else, like clothing wise, it's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Not a problem. Right, let us get into our next sprint, which is the 16-minute sprint, guys. Let me, I don't want to, buttons, no, stuff, I just, oh, okay, we can do this, we can do this. You always have cute mugs. Thank you. Is that your star sign? Yes, it is. This is my, turn it my way, my Gemini mug, which I got from, I want to say I got this from B&M. And then on the back, it's got the date, and then it's got the little characteristics of Gemini. Although I suppose the characteristics change depending on what it is you look at. I'm showing my screen. I need this one. Oh, I need to click share screen first. Oh my god. Guys, I don't know what is, everything is wrong with me today. This is such a befuddlement of that is going on today. I recently bought hiking boots. I walked into a torrent and my feet were super dry. I'd love to buy hiking boots. They're expensive. The only place I would buy them is Primark. When they're about £16, I guess, in Primark for a good pair of boots. But they're great. you see my upset and my dilemma about this entire thing, don't you? Oh, my tea's going cold now. Okay, I'm going to work on my fit with this next one because it's too cold to film TikTok. That can be a TikTok. Literally just you sitting there shivering, complaining that it's too cold to film TikToks. There we go. Oh, thank you, Ailey. Love to you too. Right, let's get this on the road because I don't want to get into the whole I'm going to talk for too long and go over things. So, if everybody is ready to begin the second sprint, 16 minutes, get your fingers wiggling, ready to go in 3, 2, 1, begin. 1 second. Okay, the second sprint is, you can see everything that I watch. Oh, the second sprint is done. How did everybody do for that one? Words, things, all my words are going onto my page right now. I can't speak them. Oh my God, yes. I always walk in those waterproof shoes. I'd love a pair of waterproof shoes. Love a pair. Find it strange how 15 minutes feels like little time, but when it's 16 minutes, it's so long. It's weird. Sometimes the shorter sprints feel like they take absolute ages, and the longer sprints are like, it's like no time has passed at all. But God, who knows? Who knows? How does everybody do? Automatically, hey, my sweet friends, best of luck. Thank you so much, Autumn. Haley filmed it. Yay! Yeah, you filmed it. I still need to edit my one, don't I? I'll get to it eventually. How did everybody do? I have reached the part of Abingdon House rewrites where Hazel officially meets the rest of the heads of the magical houses for the first time, which is very exciting. So we're making progress. I've written 907 words so far, so I think maybe just over 600 for that 16 minutes. 267 I wrote for the first one, so we'll say about that. But we're doing okay. I still have to get new tea, but that can wait till the next sprint. Laura is watching a tutorial on how to film, on how to project was filmed onto the set environment in the computer, so you can see it through LCD glass or water. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Yay, Haley. Looking forward to seeing it. Burning a peppermint candle. Oh, love the smell of peppermint. Nia, 162 words, and timer is ready to be put together. Yay, that's fantastic. Senga, 409 words. Absolutely be proud of it. That's fantastic for 16 minutes. Daya, 247. Everybody did so well. Well done for all of the productivity, guys. We're doing it. We're doing it somehow. Somehow we're being productive. That's the best thing, really. It is. Oh, I've got so much stuff coming. Nia, multitasking here. Yes, multitask away. So much stuff coming up on my WhatsApp at the moment. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's just work. I've got a work WhatsApp, and obviously no one's been at work since before Christmas. So we're all just a bit like and missing each other and all of the Disney magic stuff that we do. It's just so frustrating. Rainy, I don't know why, but I feel uncertain about the things I'm brainstorming. Rainy, what is it that is causing you uncertainty about what you're brainstorming? What is it you're brainstorming for a start? And let's see if anybody can help. Because yeah, I love brainstorming and plotting and all of that. Well, I like brainstorming and plotting and helping other people with brainstorming and plotting. I can't do it myself for my own things, which is very terrible. If only I could. Yes, what kind of thing it is, let us know and let us see how we can help you. I have at the moment a tab up on my computer of 13 mythical creatures and where to find them, because I need to input some more mythical creatures into the world building for Abingdon House, because it is a magical realism. So all of the mythical creatures, they're just creatures and they physically exist in our world along with magic. So in my attempt to do more with the world building, or like the casual world building that doesn't feel like world building, I need to input more mythical creatures into random character, or into random passing characters, I should say, or random mentions of 4 characters to sort of make that work. Laura, I love helping others brainstorm too. Love coming up with the ideas. Yes. The best part of writing, in my opinion, is coming up with the ideas for it. Rainy, maybe write it all down and sort it later. Yeah, maybe it's just because of everything you are brainstorming. Maybe somehow, because it's brainstorming, the things that you're coming up with don't quite connect in the way that you want them to or the way that you need them to. So it all sort of makes it feel a little bit not right. But I think it's me being tired and therefore I don't feel so invested in the story. So it ends up making me feel uncertain about it. If that's the case, definitely stop, take a break, and read over it when you're not feeling so tired and you're not feeling as uninvested, because that is definitely going to sort of like pull you out of what you're doing if you're going into it uncertain. But I think take a break is the first thing to do, maybe for this next sprint, and then after the next sprint go back to it, or go back to it tomorrow, and then see if it makes more sense at that point in time. Right. Oh, is it the Golden Globes? Oh no, it's not the Golden Globes, it's nominees. Okay, I will. So today is SFF Pit. It stands for Science Fiction Fantasy Pitch. It's a Twitter event where you pitch your novel on Twitter in the amount of things you've got in a tweet, and then I think it's something like if professionals and agents like your pitch, they will like your tweet, and then that means that you can openly submit to them because they're already interested in your work. So I'm taking part in that today. I wasn't going to until Hayley mentioned that she was taking part in it, and I was just like, oh, I didn't realize this was a thing. So then I decided to also do it. So thanks for that, Hayley. I'm taking it a lot more easy than I did with Pit Mad in December. Just doing it really, just doing it for the fun of it. Laura, I like to use what Rachel Stevens calls magic questions to get to your best ideas. Ask yourself specific questions like, what is the most epic thing that could break my characters? What would be the most unique thing for them to encounter? See, I have mixed feelings about questions like these. Like, they are really good questions and they are very thought-provoking and they are very interesting. But I, for some reason, just can't ever seem to answer them. Like, you get all those character questionnaires with like, what would your character do if they walked past someone drowning, or what is your character's greatest fear? And I can't answer them from my character's point of view because that's stuff that I don't even know about myself. So I don't know what my character's thought process would be. But it's the same thing. Like, what would be the most unique thing for them to encounter? Like, I don't know my characters that well to sort of imagine what they feel would be a unique thing for them to happen. I'm going too deep and thinking too much about it, obviously, but that's just my thought process with those. It's really frustrating because it would really help my character creation if I could answer questions like that. But I'm sort of a much more exploratory character person, so I don't know how they're going to react to a specific event in the plot until I write it, and that needs to change sometimes depending on the plot. So yeah, I explore my characters while I write the plot over and over and over again as I rewrite. You need to work on it until you get very specific ideas. Yeah, but I can't do that. I can't sit and focus on stuff like that. It reminds me so much of schoolwork I hated. So I can't. It's like I tried the snowflake method. I tried to do a video where I tested out the snowflake method. And I got to like the third question and I was just like, no, I just can't do it. It delved too much into character for my liking, so I scrapped the entire thing. But I can't sit there and do it. Like, I don't have the focus to do it, especially with all four of the kids at the moment as well. I just can't. I don't know. My brain does not like to work that way at all whatsoever. But there you go. Right, we are going to get into this next sprint because we are going to go over again. Oh, we always go over, but it's because I always like to talk too much during these. But you guys are the only adult people I get to talk to, okay? So you guys are the only adult people I talk to anymore, apart from my husband. So I am going to be talking more for the adultness. Right, let's see. I've been watching Desperate Housewives recently. And I say Desperate Housewives, I mean I've been watching random clips of Desperate Housewives recently. And then of course Little Simsy. She's a simmer. I don't know why I'm obsessed with Little Simsy at the moment, but she does builds and I like watching her do her builds. So yeah, that's why. Is what I've been doing all day, just like I'm just going to sit here and do nothing because I don't feel like it. I'm going to use this to get some tea because this more than half a cup's gone cold. I am going to raid my box up at the top for chocolate. I think I've got some Terry's chocolate orange in there as well, actually. So I'm going to have that as a snack while I write this next one during this sprint. I know I'm 21, but I don't feel like an adult. Oh, really, really, really. You're such a... Okay, so I don't mean that in a mean way. Like, I'm not 21. I'm old. So anyone who is younger than my age in my head is automatic, just like, oh, you're such a little baby. Oh, look at you, you're doing so well. But technically, yes, adult, but you're not 2 or 5 or 8 or 10. You are older than 10 years old. So you count towards me not having to talk to children and nothing else. Oh, speaking of children, I've got a crying one. So I'm going to start this sprint and I'll see you with tea and chocolate shortly. 3, 2, 1, everybody go. 24 minutes. What's that? Mouse? Mouse? Okie dokie, that is the end of the third sprint. I have a child up now. The youngest is 2. Oh, yeah. Who woke up, so she is now having a snack and watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Because she will not go back down. So that's that. That's that. Writing Violet off to bed. Thank you so much for joining us today. Nell's Bookish Ways. Hello, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Annuel Writes Books. Hello, how are you? Just stopping by to show some support and hit the like button. Happy writing and stay productive. Yes, be happy, be productive. Thank you so much. Miguel Liorza is here. Hello, how are you? Hayley just posted TikTok on Instagram too. I'm definitely going to have to check that out. How did everybody do for that last sprint? I didn't get much done. I was here for about 10 minutes in total at my computer. I want to say 230 words I got. So not too bad. I still got words. I'm going to have to put the little one to bed in a second though. But it's fine that we head straight into another sprint because we do want to finish relatively on time. Well, at least I want to finish relatively on time. Nell's Bookish Ways, 268 words. That's brilliant. Day is back. How was the exercising? How did it go? Back in time for the 32. Going to make a tea while we're chatting. It sounds like a fantastic idea. I never actually had any of my chocolate, did I? I can put that light back down because there was a moment where she was sitting on my lap at my desk and I was just like, can't have the light on while she's there. That would just disturb her. Daya, 392. That's fantastic. Senga, not much either. 260. I'm guessing still 260 words. Progress is progress. 260 is better than 0. So thinking about your novel is better than not doing anything at all regarding your novel. Take all of the wins where you can. Benny did like 7 minutes of work. I came up with the idea of putting a tiger in the mix. Oh, that sounds interesting. The rest of the sprints I watched videos about his Dark Materials. Yes. The show or the actual book? I don't know if the book is technically called His Dark Materials. I think it is. But yes. Day, it was very difficult, but I feel great. That is the downside to exercising. It sucks to do it. The second you finish, you feel so energized and so fantastic and so happy and just like, yeah, I can take on the world now. And I don't like how you have to work so hard in order to get to that point. I suppose that's the point. Where's he gone? I don't know. Something's gone. I don't know. Rainy, the show. The show has Lin-Manuel Miranda in it. Okay. Someone else probably who I should know the name of but cannot remember because it's Lin-Manuel Miranda. So yeah, it's very good. It is a very good representation of the book itself, from what I remember the book being, I should say. It's much better than the movie, which, to be fair, the movie was okay, but the show has a lot more details and the acting is better than the movie was. So I definitely prefer the show. I'm going to have to watch it, the rest of the second series now. Going to do a clip for my blog. That's great. Lee Scoresby is my favourite character and I love his theme music. Yes, Lee Scoresby. I love him so much. And he does, and Lin-Manuel Miranda does a very, very good job playing Lee Scoresby as well. I also like the polar bear, whose name I can't remember off the top of my head right this second. Okay. You child, I'm talking to you. She's not paying attention. I'm going to go put the little one back to bed and we are going to start the very last final 32-minute sprint. Day, I hope you're back. I don't know how long it takes for you to make tea. There you go. We've done the 24-minute sprint. I'm trying to, at the moment, because I'm writing middle grade, describing the characters that I have in my novel it's not difficult, but I'm trying to be specific. But at the same time, it's like, would a 12 going on 13-year-old know specifically that this person is Chinese? Would they know specifically that this person is from Thailand just by looking at them? So it's trying to get across the diversity of the characters from the sort of POV of a 12-year-old who might or might not know specifically what country this person is from. And it's like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. Rainy, going to bed. Good night. Yes, you are an hour ahead of me. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. That was very, very mum of me to say that. But yes, hope you have a good sleep, and I hope you have a very, very productive day tomorrow when you wake up. Thank you so much for joining us today, and well done on the productivity. The Dawdling Writer, only 121 words to go before hitting my goal. You've got 32 minutes in which to do it. I fully, fully believe that you can. I'm going to stuff and tea, because I don't want it to go cold again. And share the screen. Am I sharing the screen? I'm not sharing the screen. Oh my God. Share the screen. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I do know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. And, oh, can you have the character say a word or phrase in their language and then another character ask what it means? In this specific situation, no. It's a very awkward situation. Basically, the main character is meeting all of these heads of the other houses at the same time, and the character I want her to describe has no business talking right now in this context, so cannot say something in order for someone else to ask what they're saying. I might just go ahead and write they were Thai or they were from Thailand. I don't want to say they looked like they were from Thailand, because then I would have to be a bit, but what makes them look like they're from Thailand kind of thing? We don't need, I'll just say that they are Thai. Or Siamese, is it? Which one is correct? The correct way, or the correct specific term for people who hail from Thailand? I feel like it might be both or either, depending on where they're from. But I think I'm just going to do that, and then if that's not correct, someone can offer. Yeah, exactly, Haley. exactly what I was just thinking. Just say their nationality. Like the kids, the 12-year-olds reading it are not going to be like, but how do they know that they're from Thailand? Like, by the way that they look, they're not going to think that. Like, I don't think anybody really thinks that. So I don't know why I'm worried about it, but that's basically what I'm gonna do. Right, tea, child, chocolate, work. Okay, I have my to-do list in my head. Everybody, let's get ready for the fun final 32-minute sprint. We're going to begin in 3, 2. What are we looking at? Can we go back to bed now? No. She's telling me no. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Telling me no. Okay, and that is the end of the very last sprint of the evening, guys. How did everybody do? I got I want to say 800-ish words. I've written 2,093 in total for this stream. So far, my original chapter was 1,481 words. And I'm at the 2,000, and I'd say 400-ish words from finishing. So we have input quite a few words, which is very good. I need to go back and add some more somewhere because I want to try and make the chapter around 2,500 words to sort of match the others. But we will see how we do tomorrow now, because I'm not going to write anymore now. Senga and the Dawdling Writer, goodbye. I have said goodbye to both of you already. And we were joined by Chrono Yami. You're not late. Absolutely not, don't worry. Never late to a stream. 510 words, 814, and almost done with this chapter. That is absolutely fantastic. They got 365 and drank tea. Yes, I have almost finished my tea. It's not quite cold yet. It's almost cold, but it's still at that drinkable temperature where it's not so bad, but it could be better. It's drinkable, basically, but not for very long. Look at what I got. The little cute unicorn. Oh my god, camera angles. From the husband, thank you. Play Pokemon Go.
What's your name?
So I said thank you.
Oh, okay.
And then I said, oh, he's playing Pokemon Go. I think it's Pokemon Go anyway. So yes, we were very productive today. I got a lot of words done. Not as many as I need for Milwordy, but I can't quite bring myself to care about that right now. I've been not quite caring about Milwordy for quite a while. And it's always on the back of my mind that I need to write a certain amount of words per day. I can't remember what the amount is. I think it's like 2,700 per day to hit the 83,000 words per month. And I don't know how many words I've written so far or how many words I wrote last month. I don't know anything. I'm just writing at this point. So if I hit it, I hit it, and if I don't, I don't. I don't quite care at the moment though. Don't mind cold tea or hot, cold, warm. I drink it hot. I drink it warm. I don't know what it is. I don't like it cold. Tea is not meant to be cold. At least not this tea that I'm currently drinking. Like fruit teas and iced teas and all of that stuff. Like, you can drink that cold. They're purposely made for you to drink cold. This is PG Tips, which tastes awful when it gets cold. Nia, helping the kid hang posters, always sidetracked, but always productive. I've been tracking my Willwordy, but I'm so behind that I cannot catch up. I'm just using it more as a tracking thing than anything else. Yeah. I think the most important thing about Milwordy is obviously write a million words, but also it's about tracking how much you write, when your good days were, when your bad days were, etc., etc. Speaking of that, I need to write down my word of the day for the past 2 days in my bullet journal. Well, I'll get to that anyway. We'll sort it out. 159 words for Haley, and I watch your TikTok as well. Love it. I thought you'd written it on purpose. I was just like, is this some sort of like a half Milwordy or a quarter Milwordy or something else supposed to be sort of Milwordy but begins with a W instead? So honestly thought you'd done it on purpose. Right, guys, I'm happy to say it is my bedtime. So I'm going to finish my tea. It's no problem. I'm going to finish my tea as I get ready for bed. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for the eyes and the accountability. And congrats on everybody who managed to get at least a little bit of something done. That is the most important thing. And I will see you guys next time.